Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. I am your girl Jasmine, your spiritual oracle baddie, back with another message. So, today God has put on my heart to talk about something so powerful, but it's also a warning and a life-changing revelation for all of us on our spiritual journey. It is Genesis 19:26, and it says, "But Lot's wife looked back, and she became a pillar of salt." At first glance, this may sound like a tragic moment in the Bible, but there's so much more here. God is giving us a message about obedience, trust, the danger of looking back when He's calling you forward. So let's break this down. To understand this verse, we need to know what's happening around it. God is rescuing Lot and his family of Sodom and Gomorrah, cities that were about to be destroyed because of their wickedness. The angels literally grabbed Lot, his wife, and his daughters by the hand and told them, "Flee for your lives, don't look back, and don't stop anywhere in the plain." And that was in Genesis 19:17. This was a divine rescue mission. But Lot's wife couldn't help herself. She looked back and instantly turned into a pillar of salt. Let's talk about the first spiritual lesson with this. Looking back reveals where your heart truly is. Lot's wife wasn't just glancing at the destruction. She was longing for what she was leaving behind. Her heart was still tied to Sodom, its people, lifestyle, and maybe even comfort of the life she once had. Even though God was pulling her forward into freedom, she couldn't fully let go. Question for you: what is God asking you to walk away from, but your heart is still clinging to? Are you holding on to old relationships, habits, or a version of yourself that God already told you to release? Remember, looking back keeps you stuck. You can't move forward while your heart is still anchored in the past. The second spiritual lesson is obedience requires trust. When God says don't look back, He's not trying to withhold something from you. He's trying to protect you. Lot's wife didn't trust that what was ahead was better than what she left behind. Many of us hesitate because we don't fully believe that God's plan is for our good. But Isaiah 43:18 through 19 says, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing." Obedience isn't just about following rules. It's about trusting that God's future for you is worth leaving the past behind. Lesson 3. The cost of looking back. Looking back can cost you everything. Lot's wife lost her future because she couldn't let go of her past. When keep revisiting old pain, old relationships, old identities, you risk becoming stuck, frozen like a pillar of salt. Salt preserves, and that's exactly what happened. She became permanently frozen in the moment she could not move past. Some of us are still preserving an old version of ourselves that God already delivered us from. And how this applies to you today. Ask yourself, what Sodom in your life is God asking you to leave behind? Are you truly ready to walk into your next chapter without constantly looking over your shoulder? This could be a toxic relationship you keep checking up on, a season of your life where you were comfortable and not growing, or even a mindset like fear, shame, or regret that keeps pulling you backwards. God is calling you to move forward, not backward. The future is ahead of you, not behind you. So here's how you can stop looking back. One, acknowledge what's behind you. Don't pretend it never happened, but don't stay there. Make a conscious decision to trust God's plan, even if it's unfamiliar. 3, keep your eyes on what he's doing now. Focus on the new thing he's birthing in your life right now. So, Lot's wife taught us this. You cannot enter your future while clinging on to the past. When God says don't look back, it's because where he's taking you is far greater than anything you've ever left behind. So just know that, we're experiencing right now this Mercury retrograde, and, we're revisiting old situations, like, reviewing them and reprocessing them, like, oh, did I do the right thing by moving on? And this is your confirmation. Yes, you did the right thing for moving on. Because if you continue to go backwards, God said, like Lot's wife, you will turn into a pillar of salt if you keep doing it. So this is your confirmation to know that, God is moving you forward. I don't know if you guys ever seen that picture where God has a teddy bear behind him, and he's talking to the little girl who has the small teddy bear that she does not want to let go. And that's what I'm picking up right now. Her holding on to that small bear, she didn't even realize that God had this big, enormous teddy bear behind his back. So I just feel like that's what's happening to you in your life right now. Just trust God in the unfamiliar. Fear means, false evidence appearing real. And we know that, we have to walk by sight, not by what we see. We have to trust that he knows better for us, because all our steps were ordered before we were even here, when we was in our mother's womb. So we have to trust that and know that. And this is a confirmation for myself in this season as well, like to not look back at old relationships, not to try to be old versions of myself, and just know that all those things brought me to where I am today, and to focus on the present and also move forward to the future. I hope this blessed someone. If it did, if it resonated with what you're going through right now, leave a like, a comment, or subscribe to this channel if you like my word. If you are feeling my vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Take care. Happy Tuesday.